My name is Tesseption. Today we are in a weird mixed biome, which I thought was so weird. Literally, we have frozen water right here with polar bears on it, which is cool, and then a swamp. Today we are taking this barren landscape of land as it continues to load in, and I want to make like a haunted swampy mansion. Here you are, you're just walking around, you turn around, then boom, there's this big, scary, creepy mansion. There's fog drifting everywhere. It's about to be nighttime, and you're like, how do we get there? And then it's like a broken bridge you have to cross, and it's a fiasco, and it would just be a very interesting time. And I would love to see a mansion like that come to light, because they don't actually have a lot of natural occurring structures inside of swamps. But I think it's kind of sad, because even though swamps are kind of more of a rare biome, there should be a treat inside of this biome when you find it. So one of the first things that I really want to do is I want to make sure that I'm using the right kind of tree. I think it would be cool to use obviously the natural occurring tree in this biome for this biome, which is just regular oak trees. So obviously, I don't mind if the house is a little taller. So one of the characteristics of like a witch hut is that it does hover above the water. I think it would be very interesting if we had a giant mansion that's based off of the same kind of concept. I feel like this is going to be the start of multiple different ones of pillars going from the water up to kind of give it to feel like there's structure. But I also want to have like slender stick coming up kind of to make it feel like, oh, the house might break at any minute. It might fall in the water. So the house can't be square completely, obviously. I want to put down the base of the house first, and then we can put the walls up afterwards. I mean, like, get the very base floor plan done. One of the things about old mansion houses that I usually think of when it comes to Victorian style homes or whatever is there's always this long like west wing and left wing, and then in the middle you walk up to the house and you're already basically engulfed in the house anyways, and that to me gives it already a sense of like elegance, and it's just loud and proud and it's important. This is going to be the front corner of the house, and then that's going to go to the back of the house, and basically it's going to do like this thing where it's kind of like that. You see what I mean? Like in the middle you have your entrance to the house. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to find where the entrance to the house is. So if we bring this back that much, I feel like that's pretty long. Like that's actually a good part where the wall will come down, and we'll add the entrance to it and then bring it back up, and then yeah, so it could be 20 by 20 by 20, and that should do it pretty good. Okay, so we have the front part of the house kind of mapped out. So it's 20 by 20 by 20. It doesn't go back as far as I was hoping it was going to. I might bring it back a little bit more, but to be honest, I don't really hate the length between the front of the house and the entrance of the house. Okay, so that seems to be a pretty good base layer at the moment. I may end up adding more stuff in the back. I definitely feel like it would be cool if we added a greenhouse on it, or if we added a dock in the very far back that connected to the waterway so that you could go out to the ocean if you wanted to, or if you could find your way to the house using the ocean. What I want to do now is I really want to add the like legs that go into the water to kind of keep the house from falling in the water, quote unquote. So once again, because I don't have any mods, this isn't a copy and paste process. This is totally got to build everything by hand process. And I know that everything is ugly. Like I said, we are going to come back and fix this stuff and make it look pretty later, but right now we really need to get the base of the house done. Like this. Okay, so every 11 pieces, because 55 divided by 5 is 11, every 11 blocks, we need to put down a pillar. Okay, so now that we have all of our general placements of where our stubs and our logs are going to go, we're also going to transfer this math down that direction as well. My rule of thumb originally was just doing up to 2, but I really kind of want to build to where like it just hits the water line. Now, I'm not going to make a line all the way the outside of the house this way and that way of wood. Obviously, like I said before, I don't know if I brought it up actually. I want to have a barrier, not a barrier. What is that called? A beam. I want to look like a beam going across, that way we have full support. And then when you go underneath the house, which, you know, who knows what could be underneath the house, we may have to add like a dungeon or something secret down here, because like I said before, I really want there to be like, this is more of a rare biome. Why can't there be treasure? Why can't there be this? Why can't there be that? You know what I mean? It may have taken me 1,000 years. It gave me such a crick in the neck. We have the bottom layer of this done, and we have our under crossbeam barriers as well. I want to start working on the entrance of the house actually. I had this idea in mind of what I want the house to kind of have a feel to and a vibe to, and I want to make sure it actually ends up having it at least the entrance. I would love for there to be an open part close to the entrance where you can totally see the water down below. Hold on, you've been watching this video for way too long not to check out my membership members. These are extra dedicated Tesseption who help financially support the channel and deserve some more love. If you want to check anybody out, please check out the comment section down below. It is the pinned comment, okay? Back to your video, bye! I would love it also if we can add some like waterfalls and some stuff where it shows that it's going into the swamp. I want the swamp to be incorporated heavily into the house and the build. In love with you. You make me feel amazing when I'm next to you. You make me feel so crazy. My heart breaks for you. Can't help but know that I'm still in love with you. Okay, perfect. So this is the basic layout that I have in my mind about how the entrance should look. I'm like constantly looking back and forth to make sure it's even. And now I want to add some body once told me. So now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to add some of the details. So I'm going to add our cracked stone bricks and then our mossy stone bricks as well. Alright, so that is extra detail work to kind of break up the monotony, to make it look a little more natural and make it look like it's been here for a lot longer. On that note, now as we really start looking into building up the walls in general. So my biggest thing is I always need a ceiling to be at least 3 to 4 blocks high for my mental state. And honestly, I'm thinking with the way this house is going to look, it's going to be a lot bigger. So I'm thinking I want it to be 4 tall before it gets to the next floor, which would make it feel more grand. Now, I also don't like the basic boring walls. I'm going to bring this entire build in by maybe 1. That way we can add emphasis on the corners right here.
You who saw me before I knew who I'd be. What I have around me means nothing to me if I can't share it with you.
I'm also gonna change this out here to chiseled brick stones. Once again, to kind of break up this boring vibe of everything being the exact same kind of wood. So now that we have this wall up, I really want to go in and try and add the water features that I was talking about.
You walking through all the dust, memories and frame a past we simply.
I think it looks really, really nice. I know that this one block right here is off, and I might go back and fix that, to be honest. Oh, is it not? No, it is off, yeah. I might go back and fix that pillar to put it right here in the middle. That way it kind of goes along with the vibe and the flow of the house. But other than that, it looks really cool. I want to add in, even though they're really not part naturally of this environment, I want to add in some sea lanterns. Yeah, so I like them under the water area only. I'm not the biggest fan of the inconsistency of it, but I think that that's something that I can definitely work on trying to fix in the future.
But I don't close the door, waiting the chance for one will be back again. You make me feel so crazy, still in love with you. You make me feel amazing when I'm next to you. You make me feel so crazy, my heart breaks for you. Can't help but knowing that I'm still in love with you. You make me feel so.
All of the walls have now been officially put into place. Let me give you guys a little outward look. It's not looking half bad. I am going to go on ahead and do the water feature on the other half of the wall as well. And then I want to start working on the grand entrance. So this is our beginning of our grand entrance to our freaking crazy, swampy, creepy mansion house. It's nighttime. It looks so cool right now. So I'm thinking, as far as the glass goes, a clear glass pane would look cool and all, but I also really want to incorporate some form of like frosted or dark coloring into this. So I might put the white on the bottom and then put white on the top. To be honest, I absolutely hate it. So let's just replace this back with some white. That looks cool. That looks better. I want to add some windows to the walls around where the water features are at. right, now we have all of our windows in place. This is definitely coming together and looking really pretty and symmetrical. There are some things that aren't super consistent, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the sea lanterns and I'm going to put torches in instead. All right, and it looks pretty lit up to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If y'all have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more craziness in the future. I may continue this build if you guys really want to see it, but I'm not really a Minecraft YouTuber. I really more so play scary games and stuff like that, and this is kind of like a one-off for just trying to have a nice day and chill day and fun time building in Minecraft. But if you guys like scary videos, if you guys like Spider-Man, if you guys like Raft and other general fun collabs with friends, then I guess you guys would really want to check out my other content. I could build more if the demand is high enough to continue the build, but as of right now, I'm probably not going to. This is just a fun little one-off for now. If you guys want to shout out like you saw in today's video, please check out the join button next to my subscribe button down below. And that is pretty much it. Y'all have officially been Tesseption. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!